we are at it again. We have a day of work today. We were off the last 2 days. We're off the next 3 days, so we got 1 day of work. Figured 1 day of work, we can do one bourbon hunt where we actually go live. Did a lot of hunting yesterday, but we didn't go live, so figured today's the day. See if we can go to Goody Goody in Colleyville and see if they got that Liquor Galore store pick of the Old Forester single barrel strength bourbon swapped out for that Goody Goody pick. We met up with a bunch of people yesterday. I made a community post for that one, so if anyone wants to check out that post and see what all we got yesterday, because it was a lot. We met up with a bunch of people. Had a list of names too if you guys are interested in who all we met up with. So it was a pretty big crowd, and we get a lot of stuff. I helped Will get that Old Forester single barrel strength bourbon from the Goody Goody that I got in Bedford. So we're gonna see if we can go get another one if Colleyville's got them. Woo! So yesterday we started out, I don't know, I woke up at 7 a.m., had to get everything prepped and ready. What's going on, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom? Got everything prepped and ready yesterday morning at like 7:30, got loaded up, on the road by like 8:15, 8:30 in the morning. Yesterday we went to meet up with somebody in Godley, Texas. We got us a stag, batch 18. Then afterwards, we went and met up with a subscriber of the channel. We met up with Bonding Over Whiskey, Josh. So we met up with him at a Specs over there off of Brian Irving. And Jeff was supposed to meet us there too, but he missed it. He went to the wrong one, which just happens. But we told him we were going to go to another Specs. So we went to another Specs that was about 10 minutes north, and Jeff was able to meet up with us. So then we met up with Jeff in the morning and Josh for that second store. Didn't record because we had the kid with us. I didn't purchase anything then, but we did have a couple of bottle swaps, so that was pretty cool. What's going on, Matt from Hazmat Compton? Mike from WV Bourbon Guy. What's going on? Paul. What's going on, Paul? So we got an E.H. Taylor small batch, a Weller Special Reserve, a Blanton single barrel, a Jack Daniels 10 that was open, only missing like an ounce or two, a half a bottle of Elijah Craig C923. What's going on, Joel S? We gave the bottle of Weller Special Reserve to Jeff, so he has something that he really enjoys and likes to drink. We got a bunch of stuff now for Jeff too that we picked up later that day. And after we got all that, I went back to the house. I had to get a couple more things handled, and then we went back out that evening. So when my wife got home from work, I jumped in the truck and I went and met up with Tyler. Tyler and I drove north to Denton, and we met up with the whole slither of the boys. We had Riley Marshall, we had Dollar Bill Will. Riley Marshall is also known as Riley Tesla on YouTube. John from Bug in the Sun, and then I had Tyler M with me and myself, so there was 5 of us. We went bourbon hunting at Applejacks. We got a bunch of stuff. Guns and Bourbon, what's going on? So we picked up, well, I'll start with what I picked up personally for myself, because I'm selfish. So I got a little book, Chapter 8. We got another one of those. I got a Midwinter's Night Dram from Riley. I got a Russell's Private Barrel. No, I didn't. Actually, I skipped the Russell's Private Barrel. Some of our guys got Russell's Private Barrels. I did not. I'm sorry. I got an Old Forester single barrel strength bourbon. I tried a sample of it in the store. And what else did I buy? I think I bought one other thing. I'm drawing a blank right now. I think I bought, I just bought the Old Forester and a little book for myself. I bought a little book for Jeff. And then we got a Russell's Private Barrel for, I don't think Riley picked one up either. I think it was just Will that picked one up. So, but anyways, the crew at Applejacks, we spent over $1,000, which is pretty crazy. I did a couple trades and some handoffs of some bottles too. We picked up a bottle of Boondocks 18-year. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom will be happy to hear that I got another Boondocks 18-year off of John from Bug in the Sun. So we were almost out of our first Boondocks 18, so it was perfect timing that he came through and we were able to do that. John had won some samples too, so we were able to hand deliver samples to John. We also hand-delivered samples and the Eagle Rare bottle that Bonding Over Whiskey won in the morning. So everyone's been paid out now except for I'm still looking for Show Me the Proof. If anybody sees Show Me the Proof in chat, we've been looking for him. I know he hangs out in the Baker's chat. I know he hangs out in Sean's chat. I need to get a hold of him because he won a bottle for me and make sure he gets his winnings. What's going on? I guess he's in chat. He said, yo, where the party at? I don't know where the party's at today. Yesterday was freaking crazy. Tyler drove us up to Denton back, so that was really helpful and very grateful and thankful for him. But in a vehicle moving, we did about 5.5 hours of driving. Today, we're not doing hardly any of that. We're going to go to the Goody Goody in Colleyville and see if they got their Old Forester single barrel strength bourbons swapped out, because they got a Liquor Galore pick, which clearly is not Goody Goody. So they sent it back in hopes that they get their Goody Goody pick, which I've tried and is exceptional. I got Will the other bottle because he wanted one, but we're going to go see if we get another one today if we can find it. But we don't have to buy anything, but we wouldn't be mad if we did find something. Kind of going a different route, so I'm going to be paying a little bit more attention to the GPS. Still paying attention to the road and still paying attention to chat, but GPS is not too difficult. This is the better route because I guess there's some construction and traffic going on. Road closure. Yeah, if they have it, I'll let you know. It's going to be the Goody Goody in Colleyville we're going to go to. Then we'll probably go to the Specs by the airport. We might do the other Goody Goody and the other Specs if we can be quick enough about it, because we're going to get there early. Craig says I have the money to hunt after yesterday. Yeah. So some of that stuff we picked up for other people, and we've received funds for some of the stuff. But other stuff I did buy. Like personally for myself, I did get an Old Forester single barrel strength bourbon from Applejack's, and I did get a little book Chapter 8 from Applejack's, and I also got a Midwinter's Night Dram from Riley and a Boondocks 18-year from John. I got a Jack Daniel's bottle. It's an old Legacy Edition release. I got that bottle. I'm gonna actually give that to Troy and Laura from Baker Drinks. And then what else did I get? I got an Early Times bottle of Bonds, missing about an ounce or two from John. So that's the stuff that we didn't spend the money on the one from John, but the other stuff we all spent money on. So I've probably spent, let's see, $290, $160 what, $350, $400, $450. I think I spent about $500 on whiskey. That was just for me yesterday. So it was quite a bit. We get that YouTube check though. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't that much, but we did almost burn through that entire YouTube check. That was rough. We also are hoping, since we're off the next 3 days, that we can go out again and bourbon hunt some more. I don't know if I can find it, but they're supposed to be dropping stag. It was supposed to be last week and we didn't see it, so a lot of people are upset. A lot of people have been looking at hunting for it, so maybe we'll test our luck on Thursday and Friday and see if maybe, or even Saturday morning, depending on the time. I'm probably going to go to the zoo with the family on Saturday, so probably no hunt on Saturday, but Thursday and Friday I think we're going to try and see if we can find some stuff. Otherwise, we'll just hang out at the house, spend time with the kid. I would love to get a stag 24A. If I could get a stag 24A, that would be ideal. I'm not expecting it to drop today, but we will be going to Goody Goody and Specs, because Specs does get their allocations sometimes on and puts them out on Wednesdays. Goody Goody, I don't know if today will be the day. It probably won't be till Thursday or Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Bro, the semi-truck just cut this dude off. This guy was trying to get on the highway. What a jackass. Bonding Over Whiskey, what's going on? Oh, I know Jeff picked up a Weller, not a Weller, I'm sorry. That would be crazy if he picked up a Weller, a Green River Full Proof. So he did get Green River Full Proof yesterday. But I have like 13 bottles for him. A bottle for his wife and a sample. So I'm going to be meeting up with Jeff probably on Friday for sure. So I will be getting out. We probably will go to a liquor store on Friday. I probably will shoot another hunt video on Friday, but it won't be Friday morning like when we normally do. Well, it might be. We'll have to figure out the timing on that, but I'm gonna meet up with Jeff. We're gonna go bourbon hunt. I gotta give all his bottles to him. He's got like 14 bottles at least, and then we're gonna try to have lunch together. So that is in the cards. What's up, Daniel? Let you guys watch the road and see how crazy this traffic is out here. Different route, a lot of construction. Got this big like retaining wall built to our left, little work site as they're working on the roadway and the underpasses. These little dirt mounds in the middle that they have for the tracks too, looks like a freaking motocross course. Bumps and hills and jumps, all kinds of craziness. We should get to the store at 9:42, which is 18 minutes away. And then obviously we'll have another 18 minutes to kill until they open at 10 a.m. So getting there a little early, but reason why is we had to go drop off some packages at UPS. So we went and dropped off Justin's package, and we dropped off Rusty's package. Rusty always complains how he doesn't win anything, and Rusty won a sample pack, and one of the samples is Little Book Chapter 8. And I told him since he doesn't win that often, I would hook him up. So every bottle that I gave a sample from has at least a $200 secondary value. So he got like Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. I think I gave him, what was it? Obviously Little Book Chapter 8. Man, I'm drawing a blank. I poured up some crazy stuff for him though, I know that. Maybe I poured up some Midwinter's Night Dram, I can't really remember, but we took care of him. Jogged like 1.5 miles and walked 1. Been using the exercising cycle, plan to go for a full hour on this. Hey, there you go. Oh, what else did I drop off? I dropped off 2 other smaller sample boxes. I can't remember who all they're going to though, so. But everything that I had boxed up and ready to go, if I communicated with you, it's been sent out. Only person we need now is show me the proof. We'll have to get another marker then, bonding over whiskey. I'll probably get like a silver Sharpie, and maybe we can put something over the top of it to like seal it if you want that. Hey, Joel knows, she's in the reload server. Yeah, I got a Russell's Reserve 13. We were buying in at what was it, 28 bucks a spot. I bought into the second race as well, so we're gonna count that as me spending 56 bucks to get one. We were going for the back-to-back win, but 56 bucks either way for a Russell's 13, pretty crazy. What did Show Me the Proof win? We just gave away a bottle that we already had a backup of. It was the Widow Jane Applewood Rye. I just try to make sure we get people taken care of. If we promise someone something and they win, we want to make sure they get what they win. So nothing too crazy, but it is a whole bottle. It's not just a sample. So I've got it boxed up and ready to go. I just need a shipping label for it, but I don't want to put a shipping label on it until I get the right information. So I'll make sure I get in touch with him. His little handle on YouTube, because you know you have the little colored dots that you can choose for the chat. His is like an orange one, and his name is Show Me the Proof. Each of the first letters are all capitalized. We're looking for him. I talked to Troy and Laura. I talked to Sean. So far, no one's been able to track him down, and I haven't really seen him pop up in chat lately, so we've been looking for him. But if he shows up, he won. You identify as Show Me the Proof. That Widow Jane's pretty good too. It's not bad. I gotta open one that I've done some damage to. It's light proof. I think it's like 92, 93 proof. So we drank quite a bit of it. It says left lane closed in half a mile. So let's speed up and then move over. Go ahead and merge now while we see the flashing arrow up ahead. We We had some rain the last couple days too, so it's cooled off out here, but I think it's still gonna get pretty hot in the middle of the day, but it's not super unbearable. Alright, dude, why are we stopping all the way back here? I know there's construction, but this guy's almost came to a complete stop on the highway. Wild. What are we hunting for today? Well, I'm hoping that the Goody Goody at Colleyville got their Liquor Galore Old Forester single barrel strength bourbon swapped out and have their pick. It's a Goody Goody pick. It's 128 proof. It's an H7, and see if we can get one of those, because man, that's a good bottle. We also want to go check out some specs and see what we can find too. You guys are trying to stop while we're merging on the highway. These guys are crazy. You said you don't live anywhere near here and you drive better than that. Yeah, these guys are crazy. They're trying to stop in the middle of the road while we're all merging onto the highway. Luckily, I don't have to get over. I think I can stay in this lane and get to where I need to go. I think we're taking the 121, 183 exit towards the airport. This guy wants over all of a sudden, even though both these lanes are going where he wants to go. Get one lane, move over. Don't take half an hour. Damn, these people are crazy. Yeah, if we get an Old Forester pick, that one we tried it that night. It's got a heavy cherry note to it. Very sweet, very easy to drink. Very enjoyable. We got one yesterday that had a lot of fruit notes too, a lot of grape notes, some little bit of apple from the one that we tried last night at Apple Jack's. That one was pretty good. That sweet fruit profile on a barrel strength bourbon, man, it's just exceptional. These guys just don't know how to drive. We might just take the exit that comes up here and just take the frontage road. These guys are wild. Speed limit 60 and we're doing 35, trying to merge onto it. Bourbon Nerd, life in the patio, what's going on? I don't even care if we get on the frontage road, just let me get out of this traffic. We still got time to kill anyways. I'd rather be driving on the main roads. Take this exit. Pass them on the shoulder. I don't think you wanted me to go around it, but we're taking this exit. This is my exit. They want to block the freaking turn lane. See, that truck's over there. He's cutting across solid white lines just to get over. We actually wanted this exit, and they wouldn't move over for us. Gotta love when I pass people on the shoulder. Oh my goodness, what will we find today? Hopefully nothing. We spent too much money yesterday. Just a reminder too, we are getting some giveaways coming in. I was going to give away 10 Weller Antique 107s for the giveaway, all on my own account. But we've been having some generous people, so I've got a couple Weller 107s that we've achieved through generous donations, and a few that we've done through trade. So some of these 107s won't be 100% from me, so I don't want to take credit for them, but we've definitely had some generous people donating. So we still will be giving away 10 Weller Antique 107s for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I just want to make sure we qualify that and say that they're no longer all from me. because we have had some people donating to the stream. So just wanted to clarify that and thank everybody who's adding donations to the giveaway, whether that's through bottles or it will be through monetary. So 35 is the worst, Travis, when it comes to Texas. Got some crazy traffic. They always have construction on 35 as well. You picked up a Stag 24A at Buster's in Memphis yesterday? That's amazing, man. That's a bottle I'm looking for. We got a batch 18 Stag yesterday that we got through trade, so I was happy to get that. Yeah, if we could snag a Stag, man, at the right price, do like 68, 70 bucks out the door. I might even change my name and put a different shirt on and try to go get a second one if I could find one at that price. Our Stag batch 18 though, we traded for, and we traded 2 Blantons for it, which honestly, Blantons make good gifts too, but the guy wanted the Blantons to give away for some groomsmen as gifts. So groomsmen for weddings are going to get some Blantons. Switch back and forth over here so you guys can see me, since these guys want to do weird stuff. Don't have to show off all the dummies. Oh, well, I'm not looking forward to going to work today, especially knowing I'm off the next 3 days. Got to go in for one day. Today's my Monday and my Friday. I think that's why I want to be there less and less. You overpaid. You paid $125. I'd pay $125 for a Stag. I mean, it's definitely in the higher ends, but it's still below secondary. I mean, secondary is like what? On some of the newer releases, 150, 160, but the 24As, I've seen them going for 200. So 125 for a bottle that's going for 200 in my area. If we can find one at a store, get it at the right price, 125 is not bad. As long as they let you just buy the Stag, like if you weren't forced to buy a bundled bottle with it, unless that bundled bottle is a store pick from their store of your choice, that would be the only time I'd be complaining about 125. And I'd still probably pay the 125 and whatever the bundle bottle is. I would complain, but I would still buy it. You know, I forgot, there's 2 liquor stores like right here too. There's Liquorlands. I went in here, I think, with Tyler, and I think there's another liquor store that's back behind it. Yeah, these are the 2 liquor stores we went to. They didn't have too terrible of pricing either, so maybe we'll have to come out here again, see if we can get Jeff to meet us on this side of town. There's 2 liquor stores right here, plus we're 6 minutes away from the Goody Goody in Colleyville, and then we're not that far away from coming south and hitting the Goody Goody in Bedford, and then there's a Specs over in Bedford as well. So maybe we can do a super hunt with Jeff. We'll meet up at one store right around, and then together and meet up at the same location and drop them off and do a mega hunt. We'll do 2 Goody Goodies, a Specs, Liquorland, and that liquor store right there too. Hit 5 stores in one trip. That'd be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? 5 stores in one day with like maybe 30 minutes of driving total in between all of it. Cast 529, what's going on? We had the thing set to top chat, man. Did I miss a bunch of messages again? I hope I didn't miss a bunch of messages. I hate when that happens. You like that RD1 blend though? That's good to hear, Cass. Yeah, it was a RD1 Amberana, RD1 Maple. They're like 60 bucks, 65 bucks before tax per bottle here. Just a 1-to-1 ratio. Do like a half ounce or 1 ounce, however big of a pour you want to do of each. Do half and half or 1 and 1, and damn, it's pretty good. It takes the Amberana, that's that like cinnamon spice and the sweetness of the maple, and you combine them together and you get like a pecan note. It's very well balanced. It's a very good flavor. Yeah, if you only had to buy the stag and no bundled for $125, I would do that. I would do that. We don't really see stag too often here, and when we do, it sells out immediately. People will wait in line for 6, 7, 8, even 10 hours for a stag. Stores open at 10 a.m. and we had people that were camping out at like 4 a.m. last time in hopes to get one. So a little 6-hour wait for those guys. And then they didn't even have stag, so they waited for nothing, which really sucks because we had intel that they were more than likely going to have it, and then they didn't. So that sucked. Paid $125 for Elijah Craig C923. I mean, that's not bad either. It's really not. I mean, it is in according to MSRP, but it's not awful in according to secondary. I mean, I've seen Elijah Craig C923s going for as high as 150, 200, and I've seen people doing one-to-one trades for stag for an Elijah Craig C923, and I think stag's definitely the better bottle. I was happy to even pick up a stag yesterday at all. I mean, even though it was a trade, and even though it was further of a drive that I would want to do on my own, and even though it's a trade I probably wouldn't normally make, because we were already going on that side of town, we figured we'd make it worth our while and do a double meetup. Been the only one you've seen. Yeah, the C923s went really fast, and stags, if it's the only one I saw and saw one for $125, I'd buy it. We're 2 minutes out from the store, still got some time to kill. I think there's another liquor store over here too. I can't remember. I remember being at one of them though. Can't remember which way I came in when I found that store, but there's a smaller liquor store that did pretty good for me last time I was there too. They had some interesting bottles, a lot of old dusty bottles. Actually, we've been going to a couple mom and pops lately, especially with Tyler and I. We met up at a store the other day. Very reasonable pricing. In fact, their pricing was on par, if not better, than Total Wine, and they had a pretty decent selection. So it tells me that allocated whiskey's not selling in that area, but they're still getting the allocations and putting them out. So we walked into a store. I think they were $129.99, so $130 a piece. They had 3 Disco 11s. We got 2 of them because we needed to get 2 to trade for Jeff. This guy's like tailgating the shit out of people for no reason. It's in a 4x4 off-road truck and Ford Super Duty, driving like a jackass. Get all the way up over here and get parked. Going in the wrong way, but it's okay. Alright, we have made it to the Goody Goody. Unfortunately, we are early, so we have time that we gotta kill. Is it good? What's going on? Cheers. So, we're at Goody Goody. We've got 18 minutes. We're hoping that they got the Old Forester single barrel strengths swapped out, and we hope that they have their case of their picks, and we hope that we can pick one up today. If we do, I'm hoping, just hoping that we can get some of the guys in chat that are in the area to go pick one up, because man, I loved that bottle. I had 2, but I gave one to, well, I didn't give it to him. Will paid for it. What is the most I'd pay for a stag? Well, the most I paid for a stag was technically that trade that I did yesterday, and I paid $70 for a Blanton's and $85 for the other Blanton's. So was that 155? So technically we paid 155 for a Stag Batch 18. That's the most we've paid. As far as paying straight up cash, I really would like to keep it under $110. I know the question says what is the most I'd pay. I think that's subjective on the bottle too. So depending on which one it is, if it was a Stag 22B and it was 150, I would leave it there on the shelf. I would not buy it. But if it was like a Stag Batch 17 for 150, I would have bought it and I would have taken it. So I think it also depends on the batch. Adam from Major Zero, what's going on, brother? You said you paid $199 for Stag Batch 18. That's basically what the guy was asking when I got my first Stag Batch 18. But I paid for a Bomberger's 2023 and did a 1-to-1 swap. And I paid $108.24 for that bottle out the door with taxes and traded it for my first Stag Batch 18. So, and technically we also got a Smoke Wagon. No, I lied. I didn't trade a Bomberger's for it. I traded it was a Jack Daniel's Twice Barreled Heritage Rye that we paid $75 for. So even better for the Batch 18. The 22A we did the Bomberger trade for. So. Bonding over whiskey, the batch 18 is the first one where they drop the junior where it doesn't have the batch number on it. So it's a 131 proof bottle and it does not have junior written on it. Adam says for Stag 99 bucks. I mean that's ideal, but if I saw it for 110, I'm not gonna sweat over $10. I would have bought it. Looking forward to y'all's Baker appearance this weekend. I gotta get Baker's their stuff. I picked up if you guys looked at that last community post, we got an old limited edition, legacy edition of Jack Daniel's. It's just an old number 7 with a different label, and I know that they collect those, so it is a bottle that they don't have. Riley helped me get it, and I plan to send that to them as a gift, so they'll have another old number 7 with a different label for their collection. You had to wait hours at an ABC drop in North Carolina for a Stag 23C for $75. I mean, that's kind of how it is here too. If you want Stag and you want it at a price like that, you're gonna wait. If you're lucky, only 2 hours. If you're not lucky, I mean, you could be waiting 5-6 hours for a bottle of Stag, and it might not even be guaranteed that the Stag is there. You could be waiting all that time, and they might not even have Stag. That's what's so crazy. You have it there for 125. I mean, if Stag was 125, I would still probably buy it. Hunter, what's going on? Bonnie over Wissy's got to go, so he finishes cycling, but he's got to go to my sister's and tend to their homestead. She is with the parents in Galveston for vacation. Yeah, you did say you were on your own this weekend, or this week, one of the two, week or weekend. I guess it's week because today's Wednesday. It's basically my weekend. It's my Monday, my Friday. So appreciate you tuning in, brother. Thank you so much for coming out yesterday. I know that was a bit of a drive from Ranger, Texas. A little bit of a drive for me too. I think you had a little bit more time than me, maybe about 25-30 minutes more than me, but I really appreciate you making the way out here. I'm looking at the cars in the parking lot. I'm not really seeing anyone that waits here at this place. I've never seen a line at this location, this Goody Goody. I don't think I've ever seen anyone standing out front waiting for them to open. So I don't know what it is with Goody Goodies in general, with the exception of the Bedford location or when they do a brand new opening of a store. I've never seen a line. So the fact that there's no one here, it's crazy because you can just walk in and potentially find some crazy stuff. But obviously the stuff we found, nothing's been super exciting. But one of these days, man, I think we're gonna walk in one of these stores and we're gonna score. We've been playing the game with Specs too. So Specs, we've learned a few things. We've asked a few questions. We're now on the phone call list, so we are a platinum member with Specs. We have a decent amount of money spent year to date. And I've learned that depending on the store you go to, whatever the last transaction that you've had, that store becomes like your new set or home store for the phone call. So if you buy something that's kind of far out, you might want to go buy something else, like even if it's just a water bottle or something, at the one that's closer to you, because if you get that phone call for an allocated bottle and your last store is 2 hours away, if you want it, you're gonna have to drive 2 hours to go pick it up. So I learned that. And talk is that it might move your place in line. So if you've been building points at the store and you're like towards one of their top customers, and then you change stores and you get back on the list, it might put you further down and you might have to build your way back up. But we're not really sure. We don't have confirmation on that, but we're trying to learn the specs game. Let's see, what else? End of the year, I think we're definitely going to plan on trying to go to. I'm hoping we get there early enough, but December 28th is the end of the year specs drop. It's going to be listed in Irving, Texas, which is still in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they've already got bottle list out. So the bottle list is out, and the specs drop has the date announced, and damn, do they have a big list. So maybe one night on a live stream, I will try to pull up all that information and share that with you guys so you guys can see the locations. We're going to be going to the Irving location. I'm going to try to go the day before on the 27th, probably towards the mid-evening / afternoon is the goal. So it's going to be a Friday night. And we're going to try to camp out with some of the boys. We won't be towards the front of the line by any means, because there will be people camping out for 4 or even 5, even maybe 6 days through Christmas just for this drop. It's the largest drop of the year. They've already got a bottle list, which tells me they've already held back all these bottles, so they're prepared for this. They've got some pretty crazy things. The way they do it is they have wristbands to hold people's place in line. They're going to have tables set up throughout the store. It'll be like the outer perimeter, so you'll walk like a circle around the whole store and loop to the registers. There's some very, very large specs with lots of space, big parking lots, lots of porta potties. There's places around that are pretty close by to eat and use bathrooms, or like I said, they got a ton of porta potties just for this event. Most of the tables will be 1 bottle per table unless it specifies otherwise. You can get, I would say, probably in the ballpark range of 30 bottles in one trip. So you can go through all the tables, you can pick up 1 of each. They got like 4 Roses single barrels, the barrel strengths. You can get 1 of their recipes. They'll have all 10 recipes. You can only get 1 of each, or 1 recipe. You can't get 1 of each. They had like a Weller table last time that had foolproof and 107. All of them are store picks, by the way. You can get either the foolproof or the 107. Stag, they'll have Blanton's. They'll have Blanton's 375s, Blanton's Gold, and I think Blanton 750s. They're all going to be store picks too. So Willet Purple Tops will probably be on that last table, and they will more than likely have some that are north of 10 years and north of 140 proof. So those will probably go pretty quick. But the reason why I think some people that are further back in line might have a chance to get them is they're very expensive. The MSRP on them, I think, is like $250. Some of them might be even more expensive than that. And with a bottle that expensive at the last table, the amount of people that are going to be spending all that money on those first few tables, they might decide that they don't want to spend that money on that purple top at the end. So hopefully we get there early enough that we can get our first purple top for at or close to MSRP, which would be really cool. But if we can't, not a big deal. It's going to be more about the fellowship. And I plan to be there the night before because I want to do a live stream the night before with the boys and try to do a fresh crack of a unicorn. So we're still looking for some bottles that we can use as candidates for that. Maybe we'll take a poll if we can get a few. Let you guys vote on what we're going to crack open. And we're going to fresh crack it on live stream and bottle kill it on the same live stream with all the guys from the YouTube channel, from the Discord that are hanging out. They're subscribers to the channel. And it'll go really fast because all we need is 13 people. That's a 2-ounce pour each, and that bottle will be gone just like that. So the more people we have, we might have to cut back to 1-ounce pours, but we don't want to just give it to random people in line. It'll be fun though. Do you have to live in Texas? Absolutely not. There's people coming from all over. We got guys that are going to be coming down from Michigan. We got some people coming down from Ohio. A couple guys that are talking about coming out from Georgia and from North and South Carolina. So we're everywhere. Doesn't matter. You can come all the way out here. If you have specs in your area too, make sure you have an account because you'll gain points from this. You'll definitely gain some points. You'll put in your Key Club member number and you know, rack up about a $2,000 bill, and you'll go freaking crazy. But you'll automatically qualify for at least gold, if not bump yourself to platinum if you already have a specs in your area. And that's a good year-to-date spending number that'll help get you a phone call for an allocated bottle like a BTAC bottle, maybe even, well, I would say just Buffalo Trace Antique Collection with that amount of money spent. So that'd be really cool. Got 7 more minutes till the store opens up. Looks like we got one other car that pulled up. I don't think he's a Bourbon guy though, but we got one other car that pulled up that looks like he's here for the liquor store. So got a few more minutes to kill. This store, they have their allocations up front, so we'll probably go look up front just in case so we don't miss anything, and then we'll walk the aisles. So we'll walk in, check the front, and then we'll walk back and check the Bourbon aisle. A lot of these stores, they carry the same stuff. They don't get that many shipments. They don't swap out and move volumes as fast as I hunt them. We talked about it a little bit. I might take a break on some of the Bourbon hunts just because it is a lot of the same few stores. Some stores, they don't want us record again, like the mom and pops, whether that's because they're ashamed of their prices or whatever reason. So we don't really want to piss them off if there's a chance that we could get something good from them. So we'll see if we can showcase some of these stores though that are different, and we'll probably have to rotate them on a different day. So instead of hunting before work, I'll have to hunt on my off days, but I'll have my kid with me, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. But it'd be nice to show some different stores and to give some of these stores some time to move some inventory, and to buy into some more bottles to where we can see some new and different stuff, especially with some of these new releases coming out. That'll probably be the only time I'm really hunting anyways, is just to go see if they have the new release. If they don't have the new release, we're just gonna cut ties and move on. Looking at 5 more minutes. I said this guy's here for the whiskey, but he might not be, or for alcohol I should say. He's walking towards the store. He looks like he's a drinker, but I didn't know. There's a gym that's right next door too. It looks like he's going straight for Goody Goody though. I don't think he realizes it's still got 5 more minutes till they open up. No, I'm hoping we can get a big crowd out there at the specs. Maybe we can bring some food out here too. Get food for everybody. I don't know what we'll do. Probably something cheap and easy. I know some guys talked about renting RVs. We got a group that we're working on. We might have 2 different RVs. So that way we got more of a private restroom, and even a little shower, a little place to lay down, lounge, hang out in, pour up some drinks, and not technically be in the parking lot. We can be in the RV having a pour or two. Also might have a little place to heat up some food so we can buy some stuff and take care of some guys. Especially they've been there way longer than me. I can show up and help them out and get them taken care of, get them squared away. I don't know how crazy it's going to be this time though, because last time they only gave you like, I think maybe 10-14 day notice on when they were doing it, what day and location. We know right now the bottle list and the date, so that's a lot more notice for a lot of people. So we might see a huge increase of people at the specs. But they had stuff all the way till the end of the night. Matter of fact, they had so much that towards the end they took off all the limits, and they said you can buy as many as you want. And they had like cases of Buffalo Trace store picks that were sealed, and Old Forester single barrel strength picks that were sealed that were moving. So people were buying them a case at a time. Pretty crazy. You got 3 more minutes. We'll probably walk up like right at the last minute. There's only one dude in front of us, but if anyone can go out to that specs drop, that would be pretty cool. I definitely plan to be there at least the day of. We're probably going to have to call out of work. I don't know if I'm going to get pre-approved leave. We're going to try to get pre-approved leave, but we don't want to miss that one, even if it's the day of. If you get there the day of, you want to get there like at least 2 a.m. If you're not there at least at 2 a.m., you will not make top 100 in line, guaranteed. And the reason why you'd want to make top 100 in line is the store opens at 10 a.m. To get to the register before noon, you want to be in the top 100. Otherwise, you're going to be getting to the register at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, even 5 o'clock in the evening, because it's just that many people. It takes that long. There's only so many people checking out, and there's so many freaking bottles that it's pretty wild. It's a giant party all the way up to that point, and then it's like, it's not really stressful. It's just time consuming. You're just waiting and waiting and waiting. You'll get your shopping cart, grab all your bottles, load up your cart, and then it takes a long time to check out. So just keep that in mind. If you think the store opens up at 10 a.m. and you're going to be out of there by noon, I promise you will not. because there's just a sheer amount of people. There's just waves and waves and waves of people. So we got 2 minutes. We're gonna go walk up and see what we can do. Once again, we're at the Goody Goody Liquor out here in Colleyville. See what we can find today. They knew what we were looking for last time we were in here. We'll see if they recognize me again. Here's hoping, Will. Here's hoping if we can find it. Yesterday wasn't that bad, Will. We did good. That was a lot of fun, man. Appreciate you coming out last night. Well, 10 o'clock. See if they'll come up with the door. I got 10 o'clock on the phone.
Yeah. Me too. I bet when it's closing time, they're punctual. What do you bet?
Maybe they forgot to set their alarm.
Yeah. Hopefully they're awake in there.
I don't know.
It's after 10. Certainly is.
Got an employee that just walked up. Looks like she's gonna go through that side door and hopefully she'll let us in.
That was her. Bait.
Well, she said she's not in there, so I guess someone else is supposed to be in there.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, take y'all's time looking. I'm gonna try and figure out where she's at.
Oh, does this one have it? We're looking at Kentucky Owl, see if there's any differences. Let's see what else they got. Guadalupe for $135. Single barrels. No Old Forester though. She said, "Take your time, man. Too fast." No, it was Disco 10, Daniel. What's up, Torup? We got your samples dropped off this morning, sir, so they are with UPS right now, and they will take care of the rest from there. Got the dad's hat. Russell single barrel. The straight rye and the 6-year-old rye. Yeah, if they had Disco 11, we would have already made a comment on that one. We got a couple Discos 11 the other day that were tough to find. Found them just in time. Batch 35 barrel. $79.99 for batch 35. Old Forester. No Green River full proofs. 65.59 for the RD1s, except for the small batch. Small batch is cheaper. Some Woodford Double Oat. A Russell single barrel for Kelsey Creek. Well, there's a place that still has one more of those Disco 11s. We just picked up 2 of them, so we left one behind. But I guess we could go back and get it. It's at a mom and pop store. I think it's like $129.99 before taxes. Got a 8.25% tax rate, so we can definitely go pick one up. I don't think it's moving anytime soon. Some Henry McKenna for $59.99. Let's see what else. I was really hoping they'd have an Old Forester here. How much for the Middle West? Middle West, it's back here. Where was it? Got Maker's Mark, Basil Hayden, Wheel Horse, Star Wars, some Jack Daniels, some Wild Turkey 101. This is the double cast collection, the sherry cast finish, and they want $79.99. 6 here for $80. Some Penelope's up top, but nothing too crazy. I think today, this store looks like it's a bust. Small batch, $17.92. Yeah, if I go over there, I'll try to pick one up for you. They only had one left, but I think it'll still be there. Old Soul Rye. It's all like flavored stuff. Well, let's go check the pints, in case they got anything interesting in the pint section. Do you happen to have any idea when you guys might have your Old Forester pick come back in? That you guys?
We were supposed to have it last week.
I know the Liquor Galore is what you guys ended up getting and had to send it back.
That's about it.
They
They haven't sent us anything.
Okay. Yeah, I got one at your other location in Bedford, and man, that bottle was super good. I'm like, I'm trying to get another one now. Thank you. No, it was the rosé cast, Josh. They have like a rosé cast. That's a little bit lighter color. It's not the Valencia. Any spots in Austin to hunt? I'm trying to think if I even have anybody in Austin, because I don't go to Austin, so I don't really know. Yeah, they have a rosé cast. It's like a lighter pink color, and then they have like it's like a Texas barrel strength one that's like a red color. Well, we can go try our luck at specs now if we want. Get you guys mounted back up here. Oh. Let's see if we can go find us a specs. Yeah, we got time. We're gonna do it. We're 11 minutes from this specs. We'll hit the specs. We'll hit the other Goody Goody. And then we'll go hit one more specs after that. So this will be a double Goody Goody and a double specs trip. 4 stores, 1 hunt. Does that sound good with you guys if we do 4 stores and 1 hunt? Yeah, I did skip Monday, Tora. But I skipped Monday night because we were gonna meet up with everybody on Tuesday. It's gonna be a busy day. I still wasn't feeling 100%, so we went to bed early. Chose to skip out on the live stream. That was my bad. So we'll do 4 stores. So that's the first store. We're gonna go to another specs, and then right across the street from this specs is the other Goody Goody, one where we got our barrel strength last time. They've already sold out of those, so we know we're not getting another one there, but we'll try. Traffic infractions, guys, don't worry about them. We commit them. See if we can get up and in front of this garbage truck. Montana Chai, Mr. Roger Randall. Yeah, we're gonna go try this this specs. I've never had any luck at this one. The only thing we've ever picked up from them was Early Times Bottled and Bonds. We picked up 1 bottle. I've never seen anything at that store since, so I don't have high hopes for the store, but it's right next to another Goody Goody, so it just makes sense to go ahead and hit it since we're over here, because it's not really out of my way. It's just me getting out of the truck, running in, checking, and then getting back in the truck and going. So no wasted time there, really. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Even less if we just went in, looked for the allocation stuff, and just left. But I don't mind checking the aisle every once in a while too, in case they get something. I do want to thank you guys, though. I think it was Monday that I checked. I did go over my watch hours, so we have over 4,000 hours of watch time. And whenever you hit your goal for the way it checks on YouTube, it actually takes that requirement off. Like, you don't see it anymore, so that's how you know that you hit it. So now I'm just underneath the subscriber goal. As soon as we hit the subscriber goal of 1,000 subscribers, we should gain full monetization of the channel. So pretty happy with that one. Pigpen that just joined. What are you wanting to buy? Well, we spent almost $1,000 yesterday. We did spend over $1,000 as a group yesterday at Applejacks alone, but I spent probably about $650, $700 of my own money between yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon. So the short answer is I don't want to buy anything today, but if we find something, it would be cool if we could find some stag or an old Forster pick. I'm not sure what else is dropping right now in the area, but honestly, anything allocated that looks interesting. We got a Midwinter's Night Dram. We got a Little Book Chapter 8 yesterday. We got an Old Forster pick yesterday. We did pass on the Russell's pick, but only because it was another $80, and we've already spent so much. And it was one of those things where we tried the Old Forster pick, so we know we like that. I've never had a Russell's pick that I didn't like, but I didn't want to, drop the money on another bottle when we already spent that much. So you said, ugh, no thanks to the commercials though. I think I can set them. I don't think YouTube has to push them. I think I can basically only put them at. The goal is if I do any kind of commercials on a video, live streams I can't help. Those I think they control. But on a video, if we do that whole thing where everybody was doing, what was it, 10 minutes and 1 second videos, I think I can put it on the last second to where you don't have to watch the commercial, but I still get credit. What age statement on the Russells? It was an 8-year. It was a Camp Nelson E, floor 4. And we actually had a sample, I'm pretty sure from the same bottle that they offered from a buddy the same day. I just didn't get to try it. I probably should have tried it, so then I would have had an idea of what I could have picked up last night. But I didn't know they were going to have them, so. But we got a sample yesterday, so. Make your own commercials? Man, would they allow me to do that? That'd be pretty crazy. I guess you kind of do, though, when you have the sponsorships, but we don't want to sell out, especially if it's a sponsorship on something that doesn't really like pertain to the channel. If I'm passionate about the product enough, or I like the product enough, I could see doing a sponsorship, but I wouldn't want to just push that to my audience if it doesn't fit the niche of what we do. I know 2 different people, I'm not going to name their names, but they had the same company reach out to them about refrigerators. They're like mini fridges. And they basically offer to send you a free mini fridge to do a review on, and it'll push it to your audience. But I'm thinking, you guys are bourbon drinkers. Who really wants a mini fridge that's probably drop shipped from China? Do you guys really want a drop shipped from China mini fridge that probably will break after a couple months if you pick one up? And who's actually keeping their bourbon cold? Total Wine sponsor. Oh my goodness, man. If I went to Total Wine sponsor, that'd be hilarious if we went to the one that we got kicked out of, did our commercial right in front of their store, have them like dragging me out in handcuffs. Reach out to Weller or Buffalo Trace for sponsorship. Take that money, it's not selling out if you do an honest review and keep it real. I mean, I can, but I don't think they're gonna like my opinion on it if I don't like it, because I'll be very honest, brutally honest. Had a customer with a mini freezer that started a house fire. Don't buy those cheap appliances. See, and that's kind of the other thing. It's like, well, what if I review it, I don't like it, and then someone buys it anyways, and then it catches their house on fire? I'd feel so bad. That's just one example too. I mean, I know there's plenty of other products too. I know like a lot of people, they do coffee and like Z-Biotics and stuff. I'm not really a coffee drinker, but I don't know. It just seems kind of cheesy to me that some of these guys are willing to take any and all sponsorships just for the money, and then they get products that kind of just suck. And then they push it to their audience as if it's the best thing ever, because they get like discount codes and get kickback on them, so they make money off their subscribers buying it. I'd rather not make a dime and save you guys the time and effort than have you guys get a shitty product. We're 3 minutes away. Yeah, if an appliance caught someone's house on fire that I was selling on or pushing to sell on my YouTube channel as a sponsorship, man, I'd feel horrendous about that. Oh my goodness. Bourbon twisted roasted beans. Interesting. Listen to Joe Rogan and Buffalo Trace as good as he says it is. I mean, Buffalo Trace is like entry level at best. It's a mixer, really. You can drink it neat. If I'm ever buying a Buffalo Trace bottle again, it has to be a store pick. The regular offering just doesn't quite do it for me. It's solid. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty available at my area. And it's more available than like E.H. Taylor Small Batch and Eagle Rare. So it's not bad for what it is, but there's much better stuff out there. But for the entry-level people, low proof, and accessibility of trying to find the bottle, Maybe Buffalo Trace is as good as Joe Rogan says, but it's definitely not the best stuff out there. There's way better. So many channels pushing nicotine pouches. It's crazy. I don't think I could back that or endorse that. I mean, we're already drinking alcohol, and I got to push nicotine products too. I don't like that. I don't think I could do that. I think that'd be a hard pass for me. I don't think I could push it. Buffalo Trace is very consistent. That is a good point. It's not the best, but it is very solid. Yeah, it's definitely a solid offering. It's readily available. All right, we're at the first specs of the trip. NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends. This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Have you played the mobile game Raid Shadow Legends? Have I said Raid Shadow Legends enough? Alright guys, let's go check this one out. Ugh. Don't know what they have unless we go inside and look. I think this is the store that Jeff showed up to when we were in the one in Benbrook, not Bedford. Of Elijah Craig. Disco 10. Just browsing, thank you. Here's that Prairie Gold that Riley said he almost finished off. It's $88.99, but get case pricing, which is $80.09 plus military ID discount on top of that. Pretty good price. Here's those barrel strengths, not Valencia, but they're 4-grain barrel strengths, red labels. Baker 7 or 7-year 5 months. Old Granddad 114 for $21.84. 13 Colony, just their regular offerings. They have the ported pumpernickel rye whiskey 5-year for $89.99 if Augusta's still in the chat. Middle West ported. This is at the specs over here by the Goody Goody in Bedford. Looks like they've got like 3 bottles of it, or maybe just 2. One's out of the tube, one in the tube. I just never see anything at the store. Another store, another bust. All right. Sorry, just double checking these confiscated. Someone was talking to me about the fire that's on the house. Some of them, the fire's not colored. If it's not colored, it's the actual blend for Mr. Dead. So if it has the fire and the flames, it's like the color of the flames, I should say. Then it's no longer his blend. It's just their juice. But the old Desmond blend, I think that's his name. There's no flame. It's not, well, the flame's there, but it's not colored in on the house. Stag Junior Russell's 15 being released, Josh. Well, if we could find some Stag Junior Russell's 15, which is super highly desirable allocated bottles, I'd be happy, but I don't see us finding those. Next door is like literally a minute away. We made the light too. Store number 3, the second Goody Goody. Go check this one out. Hey, how you guys doing? Sherry gas finish here for $9.99. Texas Picks Blue Note Juke Joint, uncut, unfiltered, $46.99. Got 3 left. What else do they have? Frey Ranch picks, not falling for that one again. Did not like that pick. Might be the best price in town, but man, it's not good. Specs pick, or sorry, Goody Goody pick of Jack Daniels. $24.99. You got 4 more early times bottle and bond left. Not too bad. $59.99 on the Henry McKenna. Bunch of benchmarks, the whole lineup. Some flavored stuff, and then we'll get into the Texas stuff. Not much different from last time either, man. River set, but these are just the 93 proofs. We're looking for the single barrel cask strengths discontinued label. Try to find the single barrel cask strengths for Tyler when we can. Pick up any and all that we see. We've been given the green light. If we see it, we buy it. Got a barrel 5-year product. It's a batch 2 rye. 117.5 proof. Is that Pure Kentucky really made by Buffalo Trace? I don't know. I don't even look at Pure Kentucky. Some of the stuff's just too damn cheap or not good. Some Crown. Some of these places have like Crown Blackberry just sitting out the ass. This place didn't have any though. I don't know, people were looking for it. Murray Hill. Disco 10. 10-year private barrel. See if they have the Patron Reds. The Neos. Nope. Thank you guys. Okay, one more stop, guys. One more stop. Unlucky at that store too, but they just had stuff not that long ago, and they're only supposed to put stuff out once a month. That's what I was told, so it is what it is. We got one more stop though. Let's see if we get the phone plugged in and get mounted up. Get the truck started up. There we go. Roger Randall has it. Pure Kentucky is made by Willett. So, because I had no idea. Pure Kentucky is not something I look to buy. All right. Last specs, the specs that we always normally get something at or buy something at, even if it's just for work, which we'll buy, you know, just to help build points. Keep it as our primary store as well. See what we can get. Normally we get like at least Powerade, a couple energy drinks, and maybe a snack, but we'll see. Sometimes they have bottles at this store too. That's where I got my first stag, is the store we're getting ready to head to. It's the one where the cell phone reception's so bad that we normally have to end the stream, or it's buffering the entire time, or everything's blurry, and I gotta tell you guys what I see. Old-fashioned ways, what's going on? We're on our way to our 4th store right now. So we just did Goody Goody, specs, Goody Goody, and now we're going to our last and final specs. So 4 stores, 1 hunt. Yesterday we went to I went to 4 stores yesterday actually. We went to 2 different specs over there. One was in the one off Bryan Irving, the other one was in Hewlin. Then we went to Applejacks and Denton, and then we actually went to a Liquorland off of 35 that was over there like in Argyle. So we actually did go to 4 stores yesterday as well, which is pretty wild. Didn't do any of it on video though. Had our kid with us for the first half and hanging out with the boys for the second half. But we definitely went to a bunch of stores and spent a lot of money at Applejacks. Didn't spend any money for myself personally at either specs, but we did a lot of bottle trades too. So pretty nice haul. Maybe we'll do a haul. Tomorrow I'm off, so maybe I'll do a haul of everything that I got. A lot of trades. I guess technically it won't be everything I got, because some stuff we've already divvied up and given away / sent out. If we're gonna go hang out with Jeff on Friday though, maybe, well, he's gonna have a bunch of bottles already. He probably doesn't need to buy anymore. We'll probably just go meet up for lunch. Now that I think about it, maybe it's best we don't go bourbon hunting on Friday together. Nice to see the doc in the chat though. So we're 7 minutes away from our next store, and our final store, which is going to be a Specs. Let you guys see that drive. So happy that we hit the watch hours though. 4,000 hours of watch time. Absolutely can't do anything but thank you guys for that, because I couldn't have done that on my own. That's you guys watching my content, supporting me, chilling during the live streams, hanging out and chatting away. It means a lot. Just gonna push towards 1,000 subscribers now, so we can do a big celebration giveaway for me. I'd be super happy if we could hit 1,000 by the end of next month. Might be an unrealistic goal, but I'm gonna set it as the goal, only because the end of next month will be my 1-year anniversary of Whiskey Tube. So having the 1-year anniversary of Whiskey Tube, how crazy would that be if we were able to hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers in 1 year's time, and the watch hours? That would be freaking crazy. Not too far away though, we're almost there. Got pinged on Facebook. I should probably check that whenever we get parked, just because it could be a deal that we might miss if we don't jump on it right away. But honestly, not too worried about it. We've already spent, like I said, a lot, so. hope you guys enjoy these live streams. I know they're tough to watch sometimes. People are busy, people are working because they're in the morning, but I like to do these live. They're fun, they're interactive, especially with you guys chatting it up. I've had a good time doing it. Waiting, we're 4 minutes away from the store now is what it says. We're gonna take a left here, gotta go through a light, and then we'll be taking a right, and then it'll be on the right. So 4 minutes out. Beautiful day today, a lot of cloud coverage. I think rain's in the forecast, but if we see any rain, it probably won't be until later this afternoon. So all right, here we go. Let's see if we can get a couple more green lights. Montana Chai says lives really are awesome. I think get to see what you see out there and get info on what's good or bad. Even though we all have different taste, keep up the great work. I really appreciate that. I like doing it live too, because showing it live, if I actually see it and find it in the wild, I can show you guys right then and there that we're not making this up. We walked in the store, this bottle's on the shelf, it's at this price, whether it's some outrageous price that we're laughing at or it's a good price to buy. So that also is another thing for me, is in that realism that it's like, hey, we're not just having bottles handed to us. We are going in, we are finding them, we are paying for them. And if we don't ever showcase a bottle that we get because we get it through another deal or another means, you guys can always ask. I'm always down to tell you guys how I got it. I'm never going to lie to you guys. I'll always be transparent on how I've received it. So, supposed to have more Sazerac product dropping next week, including Stag in Arkansas. We will see. We thought Stag was supposed to drop last week for us too, and now we're starting to think it might be this week, but it's going to be one of those things where it's going to just keep being next week until we see it. By then, we'll all be burnt out looking for it. That we'll probably miss it. Catching all the green lights. We got two more lights to catch. Catch these next two lights, will be turning right. It says we're a minute away. It's straight ahead on the right-hand side. So we're almost to specs. Said Sazerac's being notorious for ignoring Arkansas. Man, that sucks. The distribution, honestly, for some of these places is just terrible. Almost as bad as that Russell's 15 drop online. Not just the first week, but the second week they did it. I even made a YouTube short on how bad that drop was for that Russell's 15 drop. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's just continually clicking, please wait, and it'd say go to checkout. Click on it, said please wait. Back and forth. Did that for 30 minutes, and then another 30 minutes on the second time they did the drop, and it would never let us check out. You were told you don't have the population to support them. I feel like as long as you have the right people buying, Fireball and freaking Mango Shada and Wheatley vodka, or you had bars that would just push it as their well, have Wheatley vodka as their well and stuff like that, then I don't see why it wouldn't work out for you for getting allocations. I'd blame your local businesses then, that if they don't want Buffalo Trace products in their area. If they do want them, they need to push it as their well. I know that's what Jeff was starting to do with the restaurants, is just make Wheatley vodka the well vodka, and then you sell a crap ton of it. The rep for the distribution company seems positive we will see it. That'd be good. Joel said his Russell's 15 shipped yesterday. Mine did not, because they wouldn't let me check out. Congratulations though, Joel. I get that for the population size, Craig, but I feel like if the businesses and restaurants would push Sazerac product as their well, they would sell enough products, especially because you got guys that'll drink for 2 and 3 people to get enough to get allocations. I don't think that'd be an issue. All right, guys, if you didn't know, or you haven't been a part of the stream until just now, this is the part where the cell phone reception is so bad that we normally lose connection and we might have to end the live stream, or you guys will have the little loading circle the entire time. So you guys have been warned. So if you guys miss out on the hunt for this store, I might have to cut it, especially if it doesn't want to stay live. Just want to give you guys fair warning. But if you find anything, we'll get this uploaded with a thumbnail with whatever we found in the picture, and we'll put it in the description for you guys so you guys can at least see it. Like I said, this cell phone reception here is just really, really bad. We'll try. Always try. We've had some days where we were able to walk in no problem. Camera quality didn't even get bad, because if it gets really bad with the camera quality, I can just tell you what I'm seeing. I know it's gone. We're trying to bring it back. We'll try a couple times. We'll try a couple times, but if we have to keep trying, we'll probably just have to end it. Times Bottle and Bond finally sold out. Didn't take too long here. Still got Ben Holiday soft red wheat Rickhouse proof. Benchmark series. Got Frey Ranch picks here as well for 78.84, which are actually, oh no, the picks are not more, I think. It's $94.99. I'm sorry. So the Frey Ranch picks are still cheaper at the Goody Goody than here, but I did not like them. Very grainy, very herbal. Still got Knob Creek 12. Got 4 bottles of it, looks like. Not seeing anything too crazy. Check out the Rise. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. If you're able to see it, that's awesome. But if you're not, we're trying to talk through what we see. Still got what, like 6 cases, seven and a half cases of 1792 full proof just sitting here. 1792 full proof just lives here. Got a bunch of Tumbling Dice Rye picks, 7-year, 116.86 proof. Green River Rye, 13th Colony Rye. Let's see. Hey, Overholt. Got the Knob Creek Burr Rye. Jack Daniels Rye, Jim Beam Rye. They've got like this little middle section too. They've got some smoke wagons. Some Maker's Mark, some Jefferson Reserve, some Kentucky Vintage, still Austin, full proof, some New Riff on the end over here, 13th Colony Bourbon. What's up, Dad? We're getting ready to end a live stream. Just trying to show off what else we got in the store real quick. Willet Pot Still, TX Whiskey. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that we really can't live without. So I think today we went to 4 stores and we didn't have to buy a single thing. So we are still going to buy some stuff here, but it's just going to be some snacks, some drinks for work. So if you guys are looking for your Jack and Coke package, they got them for $39.97, 1.75 liter with a 2 liter of Coke. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate the live stream. Hope to see you guys for the next one. We'll see, probably go live Friday with Jeff, so we'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for tuning in.